into this, go into like a dead brain zone, and you go into old habits, muscle memories, they kick in. Oh, I'm so gonna get fired for that.
All right.
Oh, this is the last time you're gonna see me on this broadcast. Let's just go into game so I can stop talking.
All right. It's good to not have a brain sometimes because then it can't be dead.
At least that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
I'm gonna see. Oh, the double petrify, keeping Ty at this match, and then she gets immediately wrecked
my God.
by a weaken straight off the bat. She tries to throw out a stun, but she doesn't get it. And Freya's just gonna hunt her down. KTZ's got to be careful. Already so low. Uldor, Kiwi can't really heal up.
Nice.
Uldor and Ashka.
KTZ will actually get the
What
orb.
a petrify.
That's a little bit. There's so many people stoned up right now. They're having a party. Canada trying to do what he can. Oh God. There it is. Oh, watch out! Oh, there's so much damage being dealt right now. Oh, the time bender was just a little bit too late.
Ty's gonna go down. Canada now's got to be careful. The X panic behind him.
Outcast trying to give Kiwi a little bit of a suntan.
Snagged it a bit. Oh, Ashka's gonna try and go one-on-one. Oh, but the iframe, the X panic did get out of the Kiwi's ultimate. Next, the Ashka, but immaterialed out of it. It'll go down. Kiwi's gonna be the last one to survive.
Oh, he tried the flick.
Boom, baby.
Ouch.
Thunder.
Thex panic. Is that Thex panic? I think we already had this conversation before. Or it might be Thex panic.
Thex panic.
Thex panic.
Thexpa Nick. Yeah, because the N is capitalized.
Exactly. Thexpa.
Nick. Thexpa. That sounds like a really over-the-top company that's trying to push some weird, unique like technology that isn't real.
Uh-huh.
Thexpa. Your next unsoilable whitey-tighties.
Oh, God. Wow, hey, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would. Oh, the counter not getting procs.
Never have to do laundry ever again. Oh, double petrify plus the snipe. An Outcast comes in, but the petrify gave a pretty significant amount of shield, so they didn't take too much damage from it.
Ooh, Jade's got to be careful though. Did just get pulled a lot. Gonna stealth and go right back into her snipe. Outcast's got to be careful as well. He's gonna have to try and heal himself up here, but he will get stunned out of it, and the orb's gonna get taken by We Hate Jurafs as well.
This time they're much more healthy, and so they have much better ground to make a turnaround happen. But let's see what the pressure is coming out like. What the pressure coming out from Freya is gonna be like. There's a Uldor ultimate as a response. We'll get the stun, but gets stoned up right after. And now they're gonna just bully Ty in the corner there. Down goes one for We Hate Jurafs. We'll be able to take the first kill, and I think they might be in a good spot to take this. Oh! Second round.
Petrified directly into that Ashka ultimate. This one looks a lot more even.
Nice. The big thing there was that Kids didn't just get absolutely demolished right in the opener. In the first round, he just got collapsed on, weakened up, just and ended up spending the rest of the around in circles. This one, he was able to spend more health, got hit by a few weakens, but was much more healthy, and so was able to stand ground and shoot damage back, and able to make the kill on Kieranthil. Kieranthil.
Outcaforced.
What?
Outcaforced.
What is outcaforced?
They're serious.
The serious? Oh.
Outcaforced.
I'm so ingrained in my brain with leet speak that I couldn't recognize that it was a 4.
Nerd. That was aggressive. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna see if Jake. Oh, they're gonna see if the double petrify. Nope, just one, but she might get melted in the. Oh, she negates a lot of damage using her haste.
Tries to pop the counter to stop that extract from doing damage, but somehow whiffs it and gets stoned up by Kiwi. And now the extract coming in from Kids.
Oh, Outcast almost getting a double petrify, but Canada actually has to leave. He will get sniped first. The X-Panic has to be careful. He almost has his ultimate though, so if he can get a good petrifier stun. What a fantastic wall, and getting that entire Jade ultimate. She has to actually jump out of it, but Canada is going to get hit in the process. The disabling shot will miss, but the group, there it is, the double ultimate. The X-Panic just completely shredding down 2 of them.
Man, the X-Panic with the classic Freya combo, wall bang, incapacitate into Thunder Strike. And Kids is no more. Seems to be their target of choice. Oh, banana!
The rotten banana to the face.
That was some Amazon fresh delivery. That was long range. That banana came from downtown, man.
You know, that's actually an ability that I always forget how much damage that deals out.
24, I believe.
Dude, that's insane.
That's a lot.
That's crazy instantaneous range damage. 24 damage. Yeah, it was the other day. I think I was like in an overtime match. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Boom. I just died immediately.
Just
Because
died.
of freaking banana, dude.
It's gross and purple, stinky.
Alka forced. Great hit on that. And that double X Panic ult. Freya, I mean, being able to, that was what, 100 damage she put out right away. I don't know if Static was on either of them. I don't recall. But
yeah.
At least 100 damage for their entire team in a single instant.
Yeah, it's a ton. That combo is absolutely devastating. Oh, there's a combo there. Kid is going to get chunked super low. And it just seems like right now, Final Boss is putting together really, really good offense.
Oh, man.
Petrify up, and that's going to get... Oh!
Good God.
The firewall.
The key of what happens when you don't have any more CC. Outcast wasn't able to snag that orb.
Here they come, super
But
aggressive onto Canada.
Uh-oh, Canada does have his ultimate. There he goes. Oh, no, but she's going to use her ultimate to counter it and dodge it. What an iframe. What an expensive iframe.
Yeah, trying to collapse onto Kiwi as kind of a side effect of dodging that ultimate, so good use of resources to kind of just leverage defense into offense. And now there's just Canada alone. And again, the banana will take him out. He's really hungry for them fruits. 2 times.
Another win for the Thunder.
The X Panic with the fantastic ultimates. Very well placed, using that energy as
Freya
well as
is
possible.
so cool, man.
Freya is cool.
It's too bad not more people play her.
She is very difficult to execute, which I think is why it's tough. We see a lot of Freys make it kind of far, and then it's just so hard for her to deal a lot of damage. She actually has to expend a lot of very often, because she depends on that for like a little bit of range, or E. And she also has her counter, which is heavily reliant on being able to get hit on purpose. Very tough. But Final Boss takes map number 1. Remember, this is a best of 3 maps. First to a win score of 3. And, you know, we saw Jurafs. They struggled a little bit every now and then. But that double Freya ult really pinned them to the back corner. Once you...
So excited to see this in slow-mo. All right, take a look. There it is. Tornado gets popped. That's going to push them into a corner. No cooldowns available. Here comes the wall bang. There's the ultimate. Oh my God.
What's funny is Ashka actually had his E. He could have gotten out, but he was casting his Q and didn't cancel that out. So I think it might have been a little bit too late potentially, but by the time he reacted, Freya's ultimate came raining down on top of him. Ended up taking out Taya, and shortly thereafter Ashka. But it's also key of knowing exactly, trying to remember what they have on cooldown. And there's a certain point of the game where you just have to assume they've got ult.
They've got it.
It's been a certain amount of time. They've gotten this many orbs. They've got ult. Right?
Even if you've seen them,
you spend them, even if you watch them spend some, doesn't matter. They've probably got ult after X amount of time, and it's very hard because then you start playing around that. But if you play around it too much, then you find yourself being too passive. Then they just take more orbs. So
that's why baiting is a very important thing.
Yeah, it's a very fun balance of defense and trying to read your opponents.
Resources are very important.
Which makes this game so crazy.
So crazy.
And difficult and fun.
So, what does it mean if Final Boss beats We Hate Jurafs? Does that mean they also hate giraffes, or does that mean they really like giraffes, so they beat up the people who hate giraffes?
That's probably hate the people that hate giraffes. But does that work? Probably, right? You want to beat up on the people that hate something, right?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
You shouldn't do that because
I mean, no, this is not part of my PSA, by the way. Do not do that.
Violence is not the answer.
Violence is not the answer.
Peace with others means peace with yourself.
So, going into map number 2, we will see if the Final Boss, they don't have the, I'm sorry, they're just Final Boss, if they can take down giraffe haters. It's not a couple moments, actually. They did, you know, We Hate Giraffes, they did get that one round in a couple moments. They did a good job of organizing their abilities and do a lot of damage, but Kiz has to be careful. If that Taya goes down a little too early, they have a hard time dishing out as much damage as they need. Oh, the X Panic, his counter is down. Kiwi does absorb a good old snipe, but he didn't actually capitalize on it.
Oh no, in an awkward spot, Canada needs to run, puts the ground stun, gets the Freya on it, and they will actually trade a lot of damage for that stun.
That was a really good trade, knowing he couldn't do much, but then he spacebarred right back in. He's got to be careful. His space and E are down, and now she knows it, but a great placement. Oh, the Chrono Flux was just enough to keep that snipe away.
Bullet through the dome, and Ashka gets taken out. That snipe has a huge bullet, man.
It really is.
Oh, God.
She's
the X Panic is just jumping on people.
Oh, the counter pulled it right back in. Actually dodged the snipe, but it's not going to matter. The first round goes to the Final Boss.
Final Boss. He's playing pretty well. They're actually killing it. 5-19 score for the X-Panic.
I've been trying to watch the Jade. Kieran, I don't see him having to react a whole lot. Like, he's not, like, his energies usually stayed up for ultimate. I haven't seen him really had to use any veils or anything too crazy or any snapshots. I think it's also because not a lot of pressures going on him.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to watch the Jade, but she just seems to be standing in the back, pulling off those snipes, doing the damage she needs to. While Freya and Outgeforce do all the damage.
Yeah, Snipe is kind of big burst for them. And with the mini stun as well, it really changed the pace of the match. And so far with the aggression that Outcast and the X-Panic are putting out, the Snipe is just the icing on the cake.
Snipe forcing Ashka to jump in. He actually does choose to engage. The X-Panic's got to be careful. Oh, what a nice Chrono Flux. They will secure that first orb, but is it going to be enough? We're going to see a Snipe. Oh, she uses her haste to get out of that. Now we got to be careful. We see the X-Panic's getting low. So is Outcast, but the counter will get procced. He's going to go try and help out his ally. Can Jade get out of here? She's got a lot of energy, but she's going to go down. This could be a turning point.
Oh no, and the Sirius is going to pop ult, but
what a good petrify.
Nice, and that's going to set up some damage. There's a counter, get jumped on!
Oh! The cross kill is now going to be a 2v2 with the firewall goes up.
The full 60 damage on that absolutely destroys Kids, and there goes the Taya. Ground stun on the orb is going to earn We Hate Jurafs.
What a Chrono Flux. The petrify is going to go in. There's the counter. He actually uses it to engage instead of protect. Uses spacebar to get out. He's got to be careful. The X-Panic trying to get as many hammers as possible. He can't counter through a stun. She has to engage, and Ashka tries to reject.
Nice!
Oh, he flicks it over instead to Freya. You're going to see a counter ultimate, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make this a 1v1.
Very well played from Canada there. Baited out all the cooldowns that the X-Panic had. Nice, and then just taking it out. Canada coming in big. Cooking some meat.
Cooking some meat. 1 round to 1 round. We Hate Giraffes. Seemed to have a little bit more organized at that point. Ty was able to stay alive long enough to put out a lot of damage. That round, we saw her dish out. Let's see, let it calculate up. 339 damage. Canada lasting a bit longer, doing 458. And Old Door at 410, even as a support, really pumping it out. What we saw on the other side, Kieran wasn't able to put on a whole lot, 212. The X-Panic, though, 428 damage. Now we're going to see. Can they stay alive in this tournament? Ooh, Freya's going to take a little bit of damage early on, but the spacebar from Ashka's already down. They might try and engage. We're going to see Outcast trying to get in right away. He puts the weaken on Old Door. The counter won't get popped. He's going to be stuck in that corner. The X-Panic's going to hop the wall and try and do everything she can to Taya, but she's got to be careful. She has no more iframes. The counter comes out, though. Protects her a bit. 1 petrify. Oh, but she breaks it on accident by hitting it with a hammer.
All right. They're going to reset the situation, but so far the kiting has been incredibly effective from We Hate Giraffes. Kids gets silenced up and takes a ton of left-click damage. Oh, the ultimate from Jade. Nearly every single shot. I think every single shot did land. And then getting bathed by the sun. Outcast will finish out the kill. And once again, Kids is the first to fall. And it's just up to Canada and Kiwi. Oh, Molten Fist.
The quick turn. Oh, the double petrify is going to be out for so long. They end up going for him anyways, but it doesn't matter. He's going to try and spacebar out. Old Door is too far to heal. He can't see him in range. We're going to see an ultimate come out. Canada is stuck in place. Old Door ulted. Not going to be enough.
Looks like Final Boss is going to bring this up to 2 rounds for them. Oh! Thunderstruck.
Why'd she say it twice?
She knows her tenses. She said Thunder Strike, and then she landed on the head of Uldur, and then she said Thunderstruck.
Practicing. You know, she's got to practice her vocabulary.
Yeah.
She comes from more of a rural tribe, so she's got to make sure that she keeps up her
past tense, present tense,
her spoken English. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My English is terrible, so I need lessons for Freya as well.
Well, at least it wasn't your first language. English was my first, and I still suck at it.
Everybody sucks at English.
True. Now you see a good counter from Freya pulling in 1. Oh, but Canada just gets out of that snipe. He's going to use his space to regroup with his allies. Outcast trying to get in. They're getting pushed back to the corner, but they haven't taken a lot of damage just yet, and they do excel in the poke game in this composition. Now they're going to just go on an Outcast, but he does use a good placement of his space, negating some damage. Jade, combat. She will silence up Kiwi and put some damage on him, but Outcast in the meantime has to try and heal himself up. He's going to get pulled in, has to use his space as an escape instead of an initiate. He will get a petrifying 1, but Kieran does have an ultimate.
Oh, good snipe from Kieran. And also good Petrify from Outcast to try to help that scenario, but Kieran's build is still really, really low. And meanwhile, Outcast is actually, the double Petrify will set up something big for them. Let's see if kids can connect. One goes down, and now it's just going to be collapsing onto, oh, the Thunderstrike.
The tornado.
Nice. There's the ultimate to close it out. Wow, he got 2. Double kill for Canada. Just bodies on the floor. There's still fire on the floor, too.
A good firewall, using that conflagration, such a strong ability if you can really make a lot of contact. Essentially, any M1 that goes through a firewall turns into an M2 firebolt. Puts Ignite, does a pushback, and I think you can do 4 to 5 before it expels. So it's going to be 14 damage times 4 or 5, which is quite a good bit. I'm not doing math right now. I can barely speak. I already messed up earlier today. I'm not going to push it. Not going to push my skill set.
What's 5 times 1?
5.
What's 5 times 4?
20.
So if you take 50...
70.
There we go. Well done. You did it, Carpet. I'm so proud of you.
Hope my mom's listening. She'll be proud too.
Counting numbers with Carpet.
Oh, good counter for the pull. Now Outcast is probably going to try and initiate. He's actually not space barring it just yet. I think a good bit of damage. Healing up. The X-Panic being the only one in there. There he goes for the space bar. He's going to try and weaken up Taya. He does. She has the tornado out of there. So her tornado is down. He's healing up while he can, but the X-Panic took a good deal of damage in the process. But the Chrono Flux was on cooldown, and they weren't able to secure that orb. We're going to see the final boss taking orb number 1.
It's interesting because I think the damage was very efficient on the end of We Hate Giraffes, and that's actually putting them a little bit ahead despite the fact that they lost the first orb. But I think they need more connections than what they did in the opening game to really make something work. Oh my god, and that's what we're talking about.
We have a snipe absorbed up by Oldor, and he uses it to secure the orb. Did they turn it around? Did We Hate Giraffes make it out of this alive? It seems to be. They're going to take map number 2.
Wow, they're going to tie it up and move on to the final map. I like how they were able to play more defensively, successfully avoided the chunk that was Sirius and Freya just jumping on top of them, with kind of zoning away and putting pressure onto Jade when she had no cooldowns available. They were able to turn a bad situation into a great one. And in that last particular round, Final Boss tried to collapse on the orb, but they ended up getting hit by a 3-man quicksand and then just took a ton of damage, getting punished, getting BattleRekt.
Getting BattleRekt, but they're able to stay alive. It didn't look like they'd be able to turn it around. But as you said, playing a little more defensively, Taya not getting caught and all that damage not really going on right away. She was able to stay alive and do a lot more damage, expanded over the entire series. The X-Panic going in alone, and I know Outcast was actually trying to heal from a distance. I mean, you know this a little better than I do. Would you think that he would just have to go in with Freya to just do as much damage as possible? Or you think it's too risky for them both to just dedicate and leave the Jade in the back?
I think that playing aggressive is definitely the way to go. I think the big thing that needs to happen is Jade needs to be very cognizant of where to employ Disabling Shot, to use Stealth or Immaterial, and then on the side of Sirius, the Petrifies are very key. Petrify is going to be your one CC that you have right from the start of the match until the end of the match. You're always going to have that, and you need to utilize that really, really well.
Yeah.
Landing Petrifies is going to allow Jade both to land more damage as well as stay safe. So that's a very important cooldown for that composition.
And he does go double Petrify. At least he did, I believe, in the past 2 maps.
Yeah.
He builds the BattleRekt that lets him recast it again really quickly in another area, which gives him a lot more ability to really land that. I've seen Sirius play in 2 different ways. You either use it as an initiation to force them to use their mobility skills out and then chase them down, or you wait, you initiate first using your damage and your mobility, and then as soon as they try and get out of range, you put it underneath them, and now they have no way of getting out of the Petrify. It gives you more time to close the gap again, maybe set up some stuns or set up some damage as well. Both work depending on how the team comp avoids you or how they try and get out of it, but an interesting take on both Sirius plays. And it's funny because all it depends on is what order do you use your abilities. Do you try and initiate first and then Petrify, or do you try and use the Petrify to force them to move and then hunt them down?
Sirius is an interesting champion in that way. In many aspects, he kind of commits himself whenever he tries to do damage. He's a support that is actually melee ranged, and so it's actually pretty difficult to kind of get to the point where you can actually just go ham on people and feel safe. Defensive options are one of the things that really separate Sirius from other damage-oriented characters, for example, like Shifu. You have a few more tools to kind of save yourself and be mobile around the field without taking too much in return. But he still provides good burst. He still provides healing as well, which is not something most DPS characters can boast.
What I like about his counter is he actually places where he goes within a certain range of where he started. So if he gets countered in the middle, there's like a circle range around him of he can move anywhere inside of that and land on top of it. And if he lands on an ally, it actually helps him out. So map number 3, curious to know who's actually going to take this because it seemed to turn around a bit during map number 2. We hate Jurafs doing a good job of keeping their heads high, coming back. Final boss though.
Keeping their heads high is not what they want to do. They hate animals that do
that's
that.
true. Keep them, they hate them so much they don't even want to emulate them. Is that how much they hate Jurafs? What horrible people. Oh, now Outcast actually going to go right in. Canada actually had to use both his spacebar and his stun. He's not going to cut the Prowler. And there it is. Now you can see the Petrified go down. They're just going to turn their attention to Kiz. Kiz now pinned in the back corner. The tornado does come out. She finally built up enough energy. Oh, she just got out of range of the snipe, but she is weakened from Sears. And the counter is going to hunt her down. Another fully charged.
Kiranthil is going to be able to secure the first center orb here, and so much damage onto Kiz. Oh, the prismatic strike. Goodbye. Seeing rainbows.
Oh man, the silence followed by the static M1s. So much damage. Frey can just keep it up consistently. Gotta be careful. Oh, the corner flux goes up a bit too early. The snipe wasn't happening. We're gonna see an Ashka ultimate does interrupt her out of that. They are able to secure the orb as well, so they're gonna get a little bit more energy. He puts up the firewall, but to what avail? He can't take 2 range from both sides. We saw the banana come out. Oh, he's gonna go down as soon as he reappears.
There's a explosive shell there in the
Jade
pocket.
ultimate, there it is. Boom. And it's a little bit too late. Boom.
Oh. What did he say? Release the what?
Release the Sands of Time, maybe?
Huh.
I don't know. To be honest.
The only one I know says anything of substance is Sirius.
The sun. Oh, Constellation's Confluence. Alliteration and words I never knew before I Googled them.
That must be your favorite. Confluence. Alliteration is pretty cool.
Says Dr. Seuss over there. Mr. Rhymer. Oh, Outcast is actually going to just initiate right away. And there you go. Another Petrified directly on Kiz. Kiz has to be careful. What a great stun from Ashka's actually going to protect him from a bit. But the counter is going to happen. They're going to get another charge hit on Kiz. He's got to be careful. He's got no more mobility. There's his tornado, but now he's definitely screwed if he gets pinned back.
Kiranthil just shot himself in the face. That's going to put her health pretty low.
She was able to body block the orb. She will. Oh, got to be careful. Another Chrono Flux. Oh, she might actually go down. She has her spacebar out of there. Can they protect her? Firewall goes up. She can't get a good snipe, and she won't. It goes into the firewall, completely absorbed. The X-Panic wants to keep Taya on. Oh, he does. It's going to be a cross kill, though. It's a 2v2.
They've got money on the floor, and it looks like they're going to put that on top of the X-Panic, so he has Thunderstrike available. There it is. Oh, he whiffs.
Secures the orb, though, so they get a little bit out of it, but the shift M1. Oh, there it is. Outcast left all alone. He might have an ultimate soon. He might be able to deal a good bit of damage to Canada, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to take him out. Oh, there's the Petrify, giving them time to kind of gather up. There's the chain CC, M1s, fireballs, all sorts of business.
Oh, Sands of Time. He needs to heal. There's a counter. Oh!
Sands of Time. Oh, was that a crazy M1 that finished him off?
I think Kiwi just looked into the future.
I think he did.
I actually think that's what happened.
That was actually
How
the
did that
craziest
happen?
thing. He must have known he was going to go try and behind the wall, but was just hoping the range was right around there. That was disgusting. Holy hell, Kiwi, that was insane. That was seriously nuts.
Yeah,
What a read. I mean, it's not like you would have like done much outside of that, but it was still a crazy read.
Yeah. It's just cool to see. Oh.
1 round to 1 round. The Petrified going out early this time to try and force them to move. They're going to try and go on Taya. They really want to take her down, but oh man, the X-Panic took a lot of damage from a stun, followed by an M2 by Ashka, but now pinned in the corner. There's a nice double Petrify. Firewall goes up to protect Canada from himself. Conflagration is going to deal it. Oh.
Backed into the corner. Canada and Kiwi sitting there, and Kiranthil is just nailing them with bullets from the back line. There's the first snipe. Yildor ultimate gets popped and will actually land a stun on the X-Panic, and that's going to mean an X-Strike. So much damage, and Taya's going to be able to get away with just a tornado. And narrowly avoids a snipe as well. Nice, and Canada to close out the kill. This is getting real interesting. The stun will actually land, and there's a quicksand as well.
Oh, if Jade had gotten the snipe on Kiss, she might have been able to jump in and finish him off, but she just missed him. The firewall is out, Conflagration as well. There's the ultimate. Maybe using it a little prematurely behind the wall, not able to make as much contact as she wanted.
Kiwi's going in aggressive.
Outcast got to be careful. He's going to space. Oh, man. might land right on Outcast. What a petrified to stop her from dealing any more damage, but he has to counter out of there. And now Jade is left all alone. They just want to take out one. Can they do it? There's the banana. Oh, she tornadoes out of that one. She just survives long enough.
Oh! Oh!
She's going to get followed up by a stun. She might not survive this.
Oh, no.
No more
no
heals.
more cooldowns.
No more heals for Outcast. He's going to walk into death on this one. So close.
Oh.
And we hate Jurafs. Take it back.
We hate Jurafs. After losing the first map, might come back to win 2 maps in a row.
Pretty nuts.
Hey, what sound do giraffes make?
I honestly have no idea. I almost tried to make the weirdest sound I could and just claim that's what they made because no one probably would be able to say no.
Chat needs to help us with this. What sound do giraffes make?
I want you guys to spell out the sound giraffes make.
The onomatopoeia.
And if you just say the word giraffe, they're not Pokemon. Please don't say the word giraffe. Oh, what a good counter. Getting the pull in on both the range. The mobility being used on Ashka. He's now stuck to the other side of the wall. Oh, the counter gets proc too. Canada's got to be careful. He has to stun on himself. Outcast does get out of it. He R's right back in. The firewall goes up. Oh, the X-Panic takes so much damage.
The Vortex was well timed. Oh, and the Quicksand nearly dunks the X-Panic.
Oh, and they stole the orb somehow. We hate Giraffes got the orb as well.
Oh, no. It's looking real bad right now. The Oldor ultimate does actually land. Here comes the ground stun. More combos. Outcast gets chucked down a little bit, and so many members of their team are low health right now. Kirinthal needs to run. Oh, but the damage nearly came onto the Freya. Nearly down now. Just a few hits away. The second orb will actually go to final boss.
Oh, no. The final bullet smash chest.
Oh, God. That's not who you want to be hitting at this point in time. No suntans
Get out
for
of here,
us.
says Kiwi. No suntans for us.
Yep. Oh, nice pushback from Kiz as well. This is looking real dirty. Oh.
The weekend does happen, but the R will miss. Kirinthal literally just 1M1, and there she will go down. We have full ultimate. There it is down Outcast. He don't have an ultimate. He wants to heal up. He can't do it. They're going to go down. They took the first map, but they couldn't keep it up. We hate Giraffes in a weird technical best-of-3 reverse sweep, I guess.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Kiwi. Kiwi, Canada, and Kiz. Wow. All their names are Kiwi.
They are. You're right. You okay? Are you hearing
Somebody
something?
playing drums somewhere?
Excuse me?
Huh. Well.